if you got a girl, don't mean no disrespect, but thoughts of you rule my world. I even dream of you, I swear.
Hi everyone, welcome to Happy
Visions of
Hour
you
Talks. My name is Ruth,
And I'm China.
and we are going back to our old school classic ways where we discuss hot topics, what is going on in our lives, and just current events. So, China, how are you doing?
I am doing good. I am feeling good today. I woke up on the right side of the bed. I got up and made me some fish and broccoli for lunch. And then I tried to make me some brownies, but they didn't turn out great. But you know what? I'm going to try to make like some brownie cake pop type things. And I'm feeling good today. What about you?
I'm feeling good, kind of weird a little bit. So, I did go out last night, and I typically don't go out. So, some things happened. But I went to church and prayed it off. So I'm all good. But it is Memorial Day weekend, which I'm very excited about because I think it commemorates like the beginning of summer, which I love. So yeah. But diving into this episode, there are some current things we want to talk about. And the first thing is just overall what's going on with the WNBA, Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, the pay discrepancy, and all of that. So, China, you have been really into WNBA recently. What are your thoughts on what is currently going on?
Sure. Just a little background. I don't ever feel like I've been super sports oriented, but I think that last year when LSU won the national championship and they had the whole problem with Angel Reese being so loud and proud about her winning and then doing the you can't see me or ring me or whatever you want to call it in front of Caitlin Clark's face, I was like, oh, wow, these people really hate us. They not like us. They hate us. So I think I started getting into basketball then. I also used to watch the rap game, and Flaw J used to be on there, and now she's at LSU. So a couple things just made me want to tune in and be like, what is this about? And I have genuinely been watching college basketball and the WNBA since then. Um, Recently with this year, I find that this new class of rookies, Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, Cameron Brink, Rakia Jackson, etc., um, I find that these people have, one, social media elevation, and two, NIL deals that are 1 million, 2 million, $3 million. These are young ballers for real. Like, these are celebrities. We're at a point where Angel Reese can be invited to the Met Gala, and she's getting invited to events because she has that prowess. She has millions of followers on social media and people know who she is. But anyways, I guess there's been a lot of talk because Diana Taurasi, a vet within the WNBA, had made some comments about Caitlin Clark, and I don't think it was anything too crazy, even though DT, her nickname, she can be kind of smart aleck. She got a smart mouth, but I don't think she said anything crazy. She just said that she would say that she could see Caitlin Clark not coming into the W and dominating. It was going to take her some time to adjust. Same for all the other rookies, but a lot of people started to take that as not only DT, but a lot of other vets within the W are starting to hate on the rookies. There's it's funny because I was talking with someone on social media, and I guess the common discourse was it's kind of giving the energy for us in corporate America. It's kind of giving the energy of like the office Karen who's been there for 10 or 15 years, kind of being a little bit shook by a new young whippersnapper coming in and being great at the game, and potentially just feeling threatened or intimidated by this new person coming in and doing their thing. So there's just been a lot of talk around people hating on the rookies. They are bringing a lot of new eyes to the WNBA, but it just seems like there's a lot of haters out there. More recently, last night, the Connecticut Sun and Chicago Sky played. Chicago Sky has Angel Reese, of course, and there was a couple moments, where some fouls happened, where Alyssa Thomas and Angel Reese, they were just going at it. And I think one thing about Angel Reese is that she truly is a great player. I think that her talent in the NCAA, like in college, is translating into the W. Like she's doing what she needs to do, and I think that she really will, like, I don't even know if she tries to, but I think she really will get in your head when she's playing against you. So if you're guarding her or she's guarding you, like, please. she will get in your head. And I think that she started to piss off Alyssa Thomas. She's on the Connecticut Sun. And unfortunately, there was just a moment where Alyssa Thomas literally like choke slammed Angel Reese. It was giving like WWE. I was like, it was clothesline. I was like, is this real life? Did she really just do that? And so Alyssa Thomas gets ejected for a flagrant foul, as she should, because what the hell? She literally like picks her up like this. Angel lands on like her neck and her head. She could have broke a vertebrae or something. It was crazy. But yeah, that was just like one of the conversations that's been going on. Of course, Caitlin Clark had a moment where, who is it? Caitlin Clark is on Indiana Fever, and she had a moment against Brianna Stewart, who's on New York Liberty, where like Stewie does like a screen, whereas she just like stops full stop, just stops like a brick wall, and Caitlin Clark runs directly into her and just collapses, you know? And it's just these moments that a lot of people are talking about are evidence that people that are already established within the WNBA seem to really have it out for the rookies. So I've just been tuning into these moments, girl. It's so crazy. It's like, yeah, I'm watching it for the sport, for the basketball. I'm learning new things every day. I'm not claiming to be a basketball expert. I'm learning new things every day about the sport, but there's some drama in there too. So that's why I also be watching like, oh, it's messy.
Yes. Going back to Angel Reese winning LSU's championship, Angel has always been graceful with even her celebrations, how she talks to her opponents, her teammates, always graceful. I don't think this was a big deal. But the way the media and other races portrayed Angel to be a villain is crazy to me. I have never seen the amount of blatant racism, disrespect on Angel Reese compared to anyone through all different sports, men, women, compared to Angel Reese. And I am like, she literally has not done anything. She's just played basketball. That's it. And look cute with her blush, dominating in the sport. Secondly, I think we do not talk about this enough. People give credit to the rise and fame of WNBA to Caitlin Clark. Honestly, Caitlin wouldn't have the media presence that she does without Angel Reese. And how come people are not talking about that? Angel Reese has changed the WNBA greatly, but I don't feel like people are not talking about it as much as Caitlin Clark for some reason. And then going back to the veterans basically bullying the rookies. But the pay discrepancy, we were given how much WNBA players receive. They get like $70,000 per year annual salary. And this is across different high expensive cities. So if I were them, I would be feeling some type of way and upset. But it's like these girls have, gained their fame, gained their I don't know, promotion, what is it called? Promotions or endorsement deals, because they have great likeness of them. They were on TikTok, on Instagram, interacting with their fans. So the veterans cannot really be upset because these platforms did exist. They just had to tap into it and try to, receive those endorsement deals. Now, I do think it's not fair that WNBA players get $70K annual salary or even less. They have to ride on buses to go to games compared to the men. But with these new dramas coming into the media and more attention to the WNBA, I feel like we're going to see higher salaries. And it's kind of making me sad because, like, I'm not sure if you realize, but Kobe Bryant and his daughter, Gigi, they really love like WNBA, women basketball in general. And I just want to like basically see what their thought process is, just to see how the WNBA is currently thriving and all of that. So like, it's kind of unfortunate that they are not here to really experience what is going on, but I do love the clout that the WNBA is receiving. So those are my thoughts there.
For sure, all good points. But yeah, it's just crazy to see. I do think, there's going to be adjustments for the rookies to the W. I do think there are veterans that are absolutely hating, and they're taking it further than welcome to the W. Like, no, it's just giving you're trying to end their career. Like, you're trying to hurt them. But, people argue that these moments happen within the NBA too, and that, we're just going to continue to see it progress. So as the year goes by, so.
But it's jealousy at some point. Like, and I am not, like, I can relate. Not being jealous of them, but like, you put in so many years to this sport, and these 19, 20-year-olds come making millions, getting endorsement deals. I will feel some type of way. And it's kind of is discrediting the veterans, like, oh, y'all were not popping. Y'all did not change the game. These new rookies changed the game. But I just think the right place, the right time. And yeah.
Absolutely. I think my thing is, though, it's like, were you not hoping that the game would progress or get better? Like, were you not hoping that the things that you're doing today would help the people of tomorrow? Like, at some point it was going to get better, not unless you were hoping for a decline and it to end after you. I don't like people who want to close the door after they're done. Like, leave it open for other people to come through. So it's really interesting. I get why they're upset, but then again, I'm like, what'd you expect? Especially for the people who have been here for 10 years. Like, I'd hope that you would want people to follow behind you. What if you have kids someday and they want to be in the WNBA? Don't you want to leave that door open? Like, let's be for real here,
But when you talk about drama, I feel like WNBA is the only sport where, like, we have drama, we have like relationship tea and all of that. So it's just really interesting. Outside of like the basketball game, there's just a lot that's going on. Do you have any other comments to make about the WNBA before we switch topics?
I don't. I'm just excited to see where it goes over these next few months. Hopefully Aces go for a three-peat. So yeah, that's all I care.
Yes, no, China, you know your game.
I do, low-key. I learned a lot.
I love
that. Well, what you been watching? What you been doing?
Okay, so I currently watch the movie Challengers with Zendaya. It's like a tennis movie. She was like a really great tennis player, got injured, and she has to navigate her relationships with these two men. It was a really, really great movie, kind of spicy, but yeah. Outside of that movie, all I do really is scroll on TikTok. And this is where I have started to notice that a lot of content creators have been speaking up about their salaries, their pay discrepancies compared to other content creators. And I just wanted to bring up the discussion of Black creators going online and talking about how it's not fair. They're not receiving their same amount of, pay as white creators. Specifically, the recent story that's coming out is Fanita came for basically Alex Earl, the white content creator, saying, how come us Black people, we do not get the same amount of pay compared to these white creators? They are mediocre. They're not basically giving what they're giving, but they are making $50,000 per post, while us Black people, me, Fanita, I'm making $20,000 to $30,000. And I just feel like some influencers have become so tone deaf with the way they talk about pay, and also the entitlement of money from these corporations. Yes, I think every creator, you should basically argue for what you deserve, but at some point it's like, just because you make a video doesn't mean you deserve $100,000 per post. And this also brought me back to the discussion of Dre. I'm not sure if you know him. He like eats and reviews food. And a few months ago, he had reviewed like the crumble cookie with Olivia Rodrigo cookie, right? And he got upset. He said, Crumble has not reached out to me, this, that, and the third. Unpopular opinion, I was like, why should Crumble feel the need to like basically endorse you or give you a brand deal when, number one, there was kind of some racism towards that video. Nobody has talked about this, but I just wanted to say, First of all, her name is Olivia Rodrigo. You called her Olivia Rodriguez. Secondly, you said that little Mexican girl that be crying. She's not Mexican. And thirdly, you said the cookie tasted 0 out of 10. So not only did you disrespect the singer and the cookie, the rating of the cookie, now you're saying Crumble deserves to pay me this because I reviewed that cookie. That cookie you gave a poor review to, so why should they automatically endorse you just because the video got a lot of views? The reason why the cookie started selling very well is because Olivia Rodrigo reposted that video and basically made a joke about the cookie and just basically was like, okay, like the little Mexican girl that be crying, that's me. This cookie is nasty, but oh well. So she basically made light of the situation, but I don't think every content creator deserves $100,000 post or endorsement deals just because they reviewed or posted a video. But that's just my opinion. What are your thoughts?
I have no comment on the Dre situation. I like his videos though. He's funny. Big back behavior, but funny. As far as like Fanita and like when I heard that Alex Earl was getting 6 figures for Instagram posts, I was like out of my mind. I was like, to post a picture, a sponsored ad, she's getting 100 grand plus. That's crazy. But of course, when it comes to pay disparities, it's been that way forever. I hope it changes, but at the end of the day, America is still 60% white, and white people want to see other white people. So, Fanita, you just might not be what a lot of white people, like young white women, they want to see people that can closely relate to them or resemble them or what they could hope to be. Well, they know they can't hope to be a Black person, but they know they could hope to be somebody like Alex Earl, even if it's actually not possible or in their future. So I think that's why, even if we think people like Alex Earl and Taylor Swift, Olivia Rodrigo in some circumstances are mediocre, listen, there's a market out there for the, I don't want to say mediocre white woman. I'm not saying that. There is a market out there for white women who relate to those. And Fanita, you might not relate. And because America is still majority white, they're going to get that larger pay rate because more people relate to them. It is what it is. It's unfortunate. It'd be nice if they up the costs, but that's just not where it's at. I completely understand her frustrations, although I'm side-eyeing her a little bit because when she went on that Tarte brand trip and we were trying to tell her, like, hey, girl, get your bag, but maybe not with them because they literally don't even cater to you. They don't even have your foundation shade. You went on that trip and did they even have a foundation for you? Or did you just have to review their blush and lipstick products because they didn't have no foundation for you? Like, be for real. So it's like right message, wrong messenger. But then at the same time, it is what it is. This is America. And it's unfortunate to see a situation that's obviously wrong and be like, that could be different, but what can we do? But that's true. Like, I hate to say grin and bear it, but we just have to kind of continue to wait for change and just try to take the steps forward for things to change. So, yeah.
And I do agree with you on that, but there are, I don't know the actual salaries of like Clark. Wasn't Monet like the highest paid influencer last year?
She's probably up there. I'm not for sure.
I believe so. Like she was, yes, in Forbes. But there are some minorities that are getting these brand deals and these salaries. So like, I don't know if you just have to tap into the market somehow and really like hone into your audience. Personally, I don't know if Anita knows her target audience. She's just doing it to the masses. Whereas someone like Alex Earl, she has her target audience and is very like blatant. We know it. So I don't know. But also I think coming on the internet and crying, y'all are not paying me. These brands are not paying me. It looks bad, China. It does. It looks bad. Like, let's say I work for another corporation. I might get kind of nervous working with some of these creators that go online and spill all their beans about corporations and not receiving certain salaries. And I think that influencers are forgetting you all need social media training. That's the thing. You just can't go online and say anything and everything, because now, going back to Dre, Crumble might not ever work with you again. Like, y'all, you just can't do that. And I know, like, some creators like Clark and DeAndre, who are very tapped into the luxury lifestyle, they are super particular about the things that they say about corporations and companies. That's just all I want to say.
Without a doubt, this is like Monet McMichael was getting dragged for not saying anything about Palestine. But the matter of the fact is, a lot of corporations are owned by people who might support the IDF. So no, she's not going to say anything, because she's going to continue to get her bags, period. Even if it's unfortunate, you know, even if personally she has views that differ from these corporations that she's signing deals with, you know, she has to keep it cute or they're going to drop her. How does her bills get paid, period? So
keep it cute, guys. Especially us, keep it cute, because you never know what bridge you will burn along the way. But I think that's it on my side. Do you have anything else you would like to cover?
I do not. This is a good little conversation.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you all so much for watching, and we will talk to you all later.
Bye.
See ya.